Hello, good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here. And before we get into the meat of this video, I just want to make a quick announcement. It's hurricane season, and it's off to a bang. And when this video goes up, I will not be at my house. I will be on the road, heading most likely to Texas. Because, well, Louisiana is set to get absolutely drilled by Hurricane Ida right now, and it's projected to be a Category 4, or apparently, according to what I've read so far, a Category 5 when it hits Louisiana. And yeah, that's above my limit for wind. So we are on our way out of here. So over the course of, well, this coming week, I have a few videos already scheduled to be uploaded, so hopefully this hurricane comes and goes pretty quickly and it's not too bad, and we can get back to normal video operation, if you will, by sometime next week. So hopefully, you won't have to watch I've got 3 or 4 videos that are, actually current that I'm making after I make this video. And then I've got 3 videos from, around 2019 set as scheduled uploaded videos for emergency situations. And those videos should be pretty entertaining to you guys. See what Mountbatten of 2 years ago was doing, and see how the game was like 2 years ago as well. But anyway, guys, so we're again talking about the Missouri. It's been, of course, the hot topic of the past month about in World of Warships. Although I do apologize, there's no Missouri footage in the background. I simply don't have time to get out and record any more footage. I'm just using what I have on my computer already to get this background footage for this video and for the other videos as well. So it may not be theme fitting, but it's what we got. Just B-roll anyway, doesn't really matter. So the Missouri event has gone live. I'm recording this on Friday, of course, right after the live stream. And to the surprise of, I'd imagine, quite a few people, the event itself was not really too much of a cash grab. I mean, it's 41 bundles instead of the leaked 71 bundles, and is certainly much shorter than the Johann de Witt bundles, which went up to 72. So theoretically, you would only have to, if you didn't get it at all earlier than the last bundle, you would only have to spend, I say again, only 41,000 doubloons to get to the Missouri. Now that is still well over, I believe, $230-ish worth of doubloons for a single ship. So yes, that is roughly 3 times the price of an actual Tier 9 Premium, or the Missouri itself if you go through the web campaign. So it's a lot cheaper than many thought it was going to be. And what's interesting to note too, it seems that players are either getting the ship a whole lot in the first bundle or a whole lot in the last bundle. So again, I put up another scientific, that's sarcasm, poll up on YouTube. Now again, it is a YouTube poll, so take it with a grain of salt. There's no confirmation in this. But unlike the Johann de Witt poll, which saw at least somewhat of an increase from players that got it in the first 10 bundles to players getting it in the last 10 bundles, it's all stacked at the front or at the rear of this poll. So as it stands right now, there's 3,000 votes in this poll. A whole lot of people are just clicking see results, which, I mean, that means obviously a whole lot of people aren't getting the ship in the bundle or aren't even going for the bundles at all, which I think is, of course, a good thing. Like I've said many times, I don't think the Missouri is any way worth it full price. I don't think it's really worth it at the price of a Tier 8 or even a Tier 6 premium ship. Now, if you can get it for like 1,500 dubs, it's an okay Tier 9 premium, but it's still a subpar Tier 9 premium. But anyway, so right now, 4% of those that have voted have gotten it in the first 10 bundles. 11 to 21, 1% of players have gotten their Missouri there. 21 to 31, 1% of players have gotten their Missouri there. 31 to 41, 5% of players have gotten their Missouri there. That is weird. Now, if this was really a 1 in 41 chance, then statistically, after you cross that 21st bundle, you should be, your chances of mathematically pretty much doubled because you've eliminated half of the bundles from your way. So from 21 to 31, you should for sure at least see a bit of a pickup there in the percentage. And I would say, at least a 1% increase. I know, again, 90% of players have hit C results, but still, you should see a bit of an increase there, just a little bit. I'm not even saying, it should go to like 4 or 5%, but just a little bit of an increase would make sense mathematically. And then, of course, 31 to 41, 5%. So, what does this mean? Well, it seems that wargaming is either entirely being incredibly generous to players or incredibly just slamming the door in their face in terms of greed toward players. And again, from looking around at Reddit, the forums, what I've seen on comments, and even on stream last night, and we only got about a 2-hour stream in because of us making the decision to get out of town. But many players are commenting, hey, I got it in the first 5 bundles. My friend got it in the first 3 bundles. My friend got it in the first bundle. And these are people who claim to have seen screenshots in Discords. And even in our own Discord server, we've seen that players have gotten it in the first. I saw 2 guys that got it in the first 3 bundles and 1 guy that got it in the first bundle. That's pretty crazy. Now, I said this about the Felix Schultz, and I said that it was weird that so many players seem to be reporting to get this ship within the first 5 bundles. And I thought, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the Johann de Witt video, I remember thinking about these German DDs, this German DD split. This line was absolutely ragged on, talked down, about people on the I remember thinking about the Felix Schultz, which is the tier 9 German split DD. It's the light cruiser, quote unquote, in a DD form, and so many people, myself included, were ranking on these ships before release just based upon their stats. A lot of people were saying they have poor HE DPM, even though it wasn't really about the HE. The ship's all about the AP. But people were ranking on their DPM, their survivability, how they took away the hydroacoustic search from them, this, that, and the other. So it would make sense that if Board Gaming really wanted to promote these ships and get players to really get a good taste for them, and have players realize how good they were, which they did turn out to be very good ships. More so the higher tier ones. It really started getting good around tier 8. The Elbing is, of course, an absolute monster at tier 10. But it would make sense for Wargaming to maybe tweak these loot boxes, not loot boxes, because these aren't loot boxes. These are random bundles, which are loot boxes by a different name, but whatever. To tweak these random bundles a little bit to where it would hand out maybe a little bit more Felix Schultz's. So players could get a pretty good taste for them with only having to go 1 or 2 bundles into the German DD bundles or whatever they were called back in the day. And I thought that would make a lot of sense for a company's standpoint if you could do that. And I'm sure they can absolutely do that. So now we have the Missouri event. After almost a month of this being part of the mainstream talk all across YouTube, the forums, Reddit, wherever, Missouri comes out in the event. And turns out a lot of players are getting them in the first couple of bundles. Really weird. I still don't think you should buy into these random bundles at all, because you're still encouraging wargaming, because they can obviously see, people buying doubloons to spend on these bundles. Of course, I do not endorse these bundles in any way, shape, or form. But after all this bad press, would it make sense that they would maybe tweak whatever algorithm or however they determine what these bundles are to maybe give away a couple more Missouris in the first couple of bundles to make it seem like, oh, see, it really is fair and balanced, or whatever they're going to claim with these Missouri bundles. But we have to remember, too, Missouri isn't the problem. It's a symptom of the problem. And it's the problem rearing its head in, I think, the worst way for wargaming possible with all the coverage this is getting. But it's just part of what's happening to the game. And what I hate seeing happen to the game. Because, again, I love this game through and through. It's a good game. I enjoy playing it, even though, there's things that are in the game and some balancing issues that I wish would be addressed pretty quickly, and they've been persisting for some time. But overall, as a game, the mechanics, the way the game works, but overall, the game mechanics, the way the game flows, it's just good in my opinion, and it's the best game in the genre that does it. Not that this is a oversaturated genre, but it just does it best out of the options that we have right now. And sure, I do wish a competitor would rise up to challenge World of Warships, so maybe Wargaming would realize, if they want to keep what they have, which is good, they need to knock it off with all the aggressive monetization, the increased gambling mechanics, and all that stuff, which is the core issue. So, Wargaming might have dodged a bullet here by decreasing the bundle count and by maybe tweaking the algorithm to hand out a couple more Missouris. They've managed to avoid the absolute just... I don't think the word's been invented for the rage that would have happened if this Missouri event came out and it really did go up to like 72 or 75 or 76 or 80 bundles. I don't think they could have withstood the fury of the community if that happened. I have no doubt in my mind that original Missouri leak that had the bundles up to like 71 or 72 or whatever it was 100% accurate, and that they changed it probably within the last couple of days down to 41. I have no doubt in my mind that is what happened. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You think they kind of just greased the gears a little bit in terms of the algorithm to give out a few more Missouris than were originally planned in the first couple of bundles? Again, guys, I do not endorse these bundles. I don't think you should be spending money on any elements of gambling or certainly anything like that in the game right now at all. And again, like I've said before, like 15 bazillion times in the past month, Missouri is not really worth it. It's really subpar in terms of performance and what it is in the game. It's really not worth it right now, especially after losing the credit modifier. Now, if Missouri had her old credit modifier, like her 2017 credit modifier, sure, yeah, the ship would definitely be worth like a couple $100, because the Missouri of 2017 simply removed the need to grind for credits because she simply printed them. Credits is the other major grind in the game. Sure, you gotta grind XP to unlock your ships and stuff, but then you gotta get the credits to buy it. And Missouri just, again, printed those like nobody's business back in the day. But anyway, guys, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, I'm probably in Texas right now when this goes up, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. If you're in the path of this storm, like I am right now, hope you guys have managed to either get out of Dodge or have bunkered down sufficiently well. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.